What's going on, everyone? This is Kunal. This video is going to ask the question, are original Generation 1 style proof of work coins still viable in today's crypto market and going forward in the future for blockchain technology? So first, I'll start with this article that gives you some recent perspective. Proof of work coins on high alert following spate of 51% attacks. So we've seen many different coins in the recent time having a 51% attack occur. And first it happened to Verge, 1.8 million cryptocurrency swiped in a matter of hours, then to Bitcoin Gold, plundered in an $18 million double spending attack, then to Verge again, this time to the tune of 1.7 million. Along the way, Monocoin is also believed to have been hit, and the point they're making is, and it's here right, news.bitcoin.com, someone is methodically working their way through proof of work coins, controlling their hash rate, and then launching 51% attacks. Other proof of work teams are now on high alert for signs that their coins could be next. So just to give you some background, 51% attacks in which a malevolent miner controls the majority of the network hash rate and then uses it to force through fraudulent transactions are commonly discussed but rarely encountered. That all changed on April 4 of this year when Verge was hit by a 51% attack. And that's the argument that many people make of the original proof of work, which is you get a 51% attack, and you know in the future with quantum computing coming, if you get a 51% attack where the majority of the miners on the network now are acting maliciously on the network, that can really bring down the a blockchain of a specific cryptocurrency. And so this is the argument here. Now, let's talk about proof of work coins and what they're all about. So first I'll show you here. Here's a mining pool called Zpool that many people, including myself, have used in the past. And what it describes, and what you can see here, is the different algorithms. So one of the older algorithms called Script, you can click on it here, as I have. And if you go down, you can see some of the coins that are being mined under this Script algorithm. And you can see some of the older coins like Linda Coin and that are running on these older proof of work style blockchains. And you see some of the more popular ones that I'll talk about in just a second, like DigiByte. And what this shows you here is what are the active proof of work coins. These are the coins that can be mined using computing processing power. And, most of these people on here are using GPUs or even ASIC miners or maybe even CPUs, but something that can produce idle processing power that they can use to mine the networks and verify transactions on the network, which then give them a payout, a reward of a certain amount of, this cryptocurrency. So these are some of the active proof of work coins on a very popular mining pool called Zpool. And you can see over here on CoinMarketCap, top 100 mineable coins by market capitalization. So not including tokens. So what this means is all of the coins that you can still get either on a mining pool like Zpool or some sort of a private kind of mining system where you can mine coins. I'm not talking about private blockchain. I'm talking about like maybe you won't be able to go on Zpool, for example, to maybe mine some of these currencies, but most of them you can to some extent. Mainly being Bitcoin under the SHA-256 algorithm. And the point here is, if you go down this list, you can see all these coins is basically being proof of work. When CoinMarketCap lists mineable coins, they're talking about proof of work style mining for the most part. And so let's talk about the first coin that is a Generation 1 coin that is very popular, and that is DigiByte, sitting here at 3.4 cents with a market cap of $361 million, circulating supply of 10.5 billion, max supply of 21 billion. And that's an interesting number I'll explain in a second, and a volume of 6 billion. So what is DigiByte? And in order to do that, I'm going to use the website called compare.digitalcoinprice.com, which I will link below for you guys. And what it describes here is you can compare pretty much all of the coin metrics and all of the information regarding a specific coin. So what we're talking about here is Bitcoin and DigiBytes. So why is DigiBytes significant? And we're talking about generation 1 proof of work style coins, because DigiByte largely came from the original Satoshi Nakamoto Bitcoin source code, and they made some modifications. One of the modifications that they made was, instead of DigiByte having 21 million figure, so it had 21 billion. So it explains right here: a coin that has adopted the Bitcoin 21 figure but increased the supply to 21 billion, with over 5 algorithms to mine with script, SHA-256, qubit, Skyne, and Grostal. So in order to keep mining local and in the hands of the many, a 60-second block target, a 0.5% pre-mine, and a block retarget every 2.4 hours or 244 blocks. So it's showing how they took the original Bitcoin source code and made changes to how often a new block will be created. So with Bitcoin, it's one new block every 10 minutes, and while versus DigiByte, which is trying to get a 60-second block target. So you can go down the list, see the algorithm SHA-256, and DigiByte has multiple, like we went through, like script, SHA-256, qubit, Skyne, and Grostal. And the proof type is proof of work. And while Bitcoin has different numbers for metrics for difficulty adjustment every 2016 blocks, the adjustment for DigiByte can vary. So here's mineable, yes; coin, yes; token, no. So we can see over here the total supply that's out right now, the max supply, the circulating supply. All this information is out for you to see. You can see the volume, you can see the comparisons in the charts, and this is a really nice little tool you can use to make comparisons. So we talked about DigiByte, and what's so special about DigiByte? It's this DigiShield thing. Absolute security. So DigiShield is, in addition to many other blockchains, many other projects have been using this technology to provide a level of absolute security for network and user security. So both ends, both on the network end and on the user end. So I won't go into more detail on that. You can do on your own, but that is one of the key unique features that DigiByte brings to the table, and why it's sitting there at number 34, most valued cryptocurrency on CoinMarketCap. So we can't talk about proof of work coins and original OG proof of work coins without talking about Litecoin, of course. And Litecoin sitting here at $76.68 with a market cap of 4.4 billion, 195 million volume per 24 hours, circulating supply of 57.4 million, max supply of 84 million. And Litecoin in the modern day is really interesting because it is the partner in crime, if you will, with Bitcoin, launching the Lightning Network, which is the cross-chain transaction solution for Bitcoin and Litecoin, and speeding up the network as well. So that's really interesting, of course. But if you look at Litecoin in more general, it's an original, proof of work coin, and it provides an alternative because of the max supply and the circulating supply. And if you want to get more details now, here's what you can do. You can go back to the compare.digitalcoinprice.com and add Litecoin to the list, and let's see what happens here. So I'll refresh this, and there you go. Litecoin gets added to the list for us to compare. So let's take a look and see what's different about Litecoin versus the other two. So we talked about the circulating supply and max supply. And if you go down lower, the algorithm. So while Bitcoin uses SHA-256, Litecoin uses script. Litecoin, which is of course taking the source code from Bitcoin while making some differences, but you can see a difficulty adjustment every 2016 blocks, just like Bitcoin. You can see some of the other numbers are very similar to Bitcoin. The hash rate, of course, is very different because more people are mining the more valuable currency, of course. And the block reward, while Bitcoin has been halved to 12.5, Litecoin is still at 25 Litecoin. And Litecoin does provide faster transaction confirmations, 2.5 minutes on average, and uses a memory-hard, script-based mining proof-of-work algorithm to target the regular computers and GPUs. So Litecoin was a way to try to move towards more GPU mining as opposed to ASIC mining. That's what the script algorithm was. Now there's other ones like NeoScript and Equihash that are trying to really move towards more GPU-based mining. and try to get away from the centralization of ASIC miners. But that's another story, of course. But here you can see a comparison including Litecoin. So now we can get 3 right across the board. So here's Litecoin for you guys. The next one I'm going to talk about, or last one, is Vertcoin. Now, just to be clear before I finish, these are not all proof of work coins, but I'm just going to pick some out of the hat that are pretty significant, just to give you guys perspective and give you guys understanding of, okay, does proof of work still have a future? Or the original OG Generation 1 proof of work coins, do they still have a future? So Vertcoin sitting under $1 at 87 cents, 39 million market cap, 45 million circulating supply, 84 million max supply. And again, just like many of these other ones, they were out before, 2014. And there's some of the OG coins. So let's now go back in here and let's add in Vertcoin and see what happens. And I'm going to refresh this here. And there you go, Vertcoin VTC added to the list. I'm going to take out for a second DigiByte just to make it more easy to see. And here we go. So Bitcoin versus Vertcoin. First of all, let's take a look at the algorithm. So Vertcoin has an interesting algorithm, Lyra 2RE. So it's a different algorithm from Script and SHA-256. It doesn't have a defined difficulty adjustment for blocks. So it's similar to DigiByte in that respect. And Vertcoin, of course, did come from the source code of Bitcoin, as did many of the Generation 1 coins did. And Vertcoin believes that everyone who has a personal computer should be able to join the Vertcoin network. And it's a Litecoin fork, actually, that in turn is a Bitcoin fork. And Vertcoin is also the first cryptocurrency to implement stealth addresses, new technology for providing privacy on the public ledger. So many people who know the Zero Snarks system from some of these ZK Snarks, from some of these new, privacy coins like, Z Classic, Zcash, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Private, Z Classic, and Zcash. So they have this ZK Snarks system where you get you can have stealth addresses. Well, Vertcoin was the pioneer in that respect, and so that's just comparing Vertcoin for you guys. So, having looked at this, going back to CoinMarketCap here, just to show you the top 100 mining coins, the reason that people would argue that Generation 1 proof of work coins are going to be obsolete or outdated, or people are making that criticism and argument, is because now we're reaching a generation where we have tokenization now, where you see, while all of these coins are basically coins, they have their own blockchain. In many ways, they were a copy of Bitcoin to an extent. And then they added their own modifications in later. But many of these are coins with their own blockchain. Versus now, we're seeing tokenization where projects and tokens are being built on top of a blockchain instead of having, in everything being its own separate blockchain. So the future is going to be a question: are we going to have every single coin being its own blockchain, or are we going to have tokens built on top of blockchains, and which is more efficient for you guys? That doesn't mean that we can't have many of these projects be successful in their own right. Many of them, as I mentioned, do have unique features like DigiBytes DigiShield, or Vertcoin being the pioneer for what is now ZK Snarks. So that's really interesting, and I hope you guys get to take a look at that. Of course, we know back in 2014 in that paradigm, all of the it was really, the trend was to copy Bitcoin source code, put it out there, and have a copy of Bitcoin out there pretty much. But now the trend is to go, instead of horizontal scaling of the amount of cryptocurrencies, you now have vertical scaling where you build on top. So what do you guys think? Do you think Generation 1 proof of work coins still have a future, or do you think that we're unfortunately getting past that point? And so thank you guys for watching this video. You can follow us at Altcoin Buzz, where we have podcasts, where we have news and updates, where we were right on top of when Coinbase might add 5 more coins. Jeff did a live stream about it, which I hope you guys were able to watch. And if you don't, you can still go and watch it on our YouTube channel, which is right here at altcoinbuzz.io, where we have over 208,000 followers. So please do like this video, and please subscribe to our channel. And last but not least, we do want to share our Twitter account, where we have almost 77,000 followers at altcoinbuzz.io. And of course, we also have an Altcoin Buzz ladies channel for you guys to follow, where they put out their content and the latest videos that they have and the latest updates that they have at abuzz_ladies. So thank you very much, guys, and have a great day.